7. He just flew by him like he was nothing. Yep, we're just going to go by, and Wiseman kind of said, yeah, get out of the way. Don't want to waste a foul on that one. Minnesota down 13 at the half despite that athletic feat. Third quarter, Warriors up 11. There's Steph Curry getting involved in the Warriors game. Of course, little fake. Oh, he missed. Wiseman's putback. He would finish with 13 in this one. So we saw Steph miss. He's not going to miss like 9 in a row or maybe even 2. There you go. Splashes that one. Warriors lead 10 through 3 quarters. Into the fourth, Curry dribbling. Oh, yeah, I'll just shoot. You know where that's going? In the bottom. You just shoot. They just keep shooting. Curry. I'll just pull up here. Get the old school unis on. That's just foolish when he does stuff like that. Curry, 7 3-pointers. The rest of the team had 7 3-pointers. Curry finished with 36. One more time just to show you. He can't guard me. Warriors, 130, 108. Curry, 36 points in the box score.
The Lakers and that guy, LeBron James, take down Cleveland, his old team, in Cleveland. LeBron did not have a triple-double. Keep that in mind. But he did have 46 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. He was huge. LeBron back home doing it. The people where he grew up. Tim Legler on board to break this down. So, Tim, when LeBron is bragging about his effort in this game, particularly in the fourth quarter, he's going to want to bring you along with your tape and your circles and whatnot. How did he take over in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, he really did, Kenny. And this was a game in which, Cleveland's a team, they come at you hard. They're a very quick team. They're very athletic. They play fast. The Lakers probably took their foot off the gas a little bit through the first 3 quarters. But when the game came down to winning time, LeBron James completely took over the game with his scoring and his playmaking, and really just imposing his physical will on the game. And defensively is where it really got started for him. I love this block because Colin Sexton actually gets below the foul line when LeBron James is still at the three-point line, but he tracks him to the rim. And then as a playmaker, this is one of their favorite sets, this little flex cut off the corner. And LeBron is looking at Colin Sexton, and he can see, if he can see the back of his head, it means he has no idea where the basketball is. There's no bump on Anthony Davis. LeBron playing quarterback, hits AD, and then this is the part of the game LeBron James looks more comfortable than I've ever seen him in his career. Shooting the three, particularly late, reads the defender going under this ball screen. If he does that, LeBron's just going to stop, rise up, and shoot the basketball. And like I said, LeBron James looks so effortless and confident from the three-point line, and it's amazing. This deep into his career, he hasn't lost a lot physically, but he has added now this weapon of a three-point shot where he can close the deal, Kenny, at any time. And that's always the shot you've been tempted to give LeBron. He's shooting it at such a clip here, particularly over the last couple of weeks. It's no longer the case with defenses. I'm not sure that's the shot anymore you want LeBron to take, and that is a scary thought for opposing defenses. So the Lakers got it done when they needed to, and LeBron James took over.
So what you're saying is LeBron James is beginning to get a feel for the game. Tim Legler, thanks for joining us. You can watch LeBron at Philly Wednesday on ESPN. See you next time.
If you don't mind, first off, what went into tonight? The most points you ever scored against the Cavs. You got to see your mom. You told Trudell after the game. You were watching Tom Brady's performance on Sunday. Was there any extra motivation coming into this one and it manifested itself on the court?
Home cooking, you get an opportunity to see your mom and get a home cooked meal. Saw my uncle. Just felt good to be back in my, in my haven, my rest haven, and that's being home. So, and also, obviously, you get inspired watching the greats play and, seeing Brady, see the things that he did with that team. That inspired me as well. But I just felt pretty good. I mean, as I have the whole season, I've been getting better and better as each game goes on, and felt good from the beginning and just trying to keep it going.
And quick follow, Senator Rob Portman in your home state of Ohio announced he's going to retire in 2022, and there's some calls for you to step into the void there. What do you think about that? And would there ever be a political future for you?
No, I haven't thought about that at all. Still got a job to do here and playing a game at a high level. I want to continue to see what I can continue to do at this, this beautiful game of basketball. I owe it to the game. It's given so much to me, so I owe it to the game. But I haven't even thought about, political stance or being office and things of that nature on that side. That's definitely not in my thinking right now.
Dan?
Senator, I have a question. How fulfilling is it to come back to Cleveland and obviously play the game you had, but to do it, by showcasing the evolution of your game, right? The 3-point shooting is something that when you first entered the league, you didn't have to this level. What does that say kind of just about how a player's game is always evolving and continuing to change and get better?
I just never put a ceiling on my potential. I've always, wanted to continue to get better and better and better to a point where I also now can dictate what the defense to do, and the defense can't dictate what I'm supposed to do. And when you're younger, you're learning, and your game is not where it can be or should be, and that's okay because, if you put the work in, you put the time. It takes a long time if you want it. If you want to be great, like if you want to be, great at what you do, then it takes time. And I understood that, and it takes adversity after adversity after adversity. And I saw a clip, which was great yesterday. From my good friend Travis Kelce, when Nicole Hardman fumbled that punt return, he went to him on the bench and said, after the next possession, he got the end around for 51 yards, and then they went to him on the quick screen pass for a touchdown. Travis Kelce went to him on the sideline and said, that's how you handle adversity. That's how you handle adversity. You know how you handle it? You smack it in the mouth. And for me, I've always tried to handle adversity by just saying, let's smack it in the mouth and let's continue to get better and better and better. And the best teacher in life is experience. So I thought it's been part of my career.
Lauren?
Hey, LeBron, can you take us through your day leading up to the game today and what you were not able to do that you would normally do in a game back in Cleveland? And what were some of the things that you obviously mentioned your mom, but the things you were able to do that?
Well, besides not being able to stay at my own home, that's the only thing that was different. But I treated it just like a road game. I woke up, got treatment early, iced down, started to prepare for the game. We had our team meeting, ate breakfast, and then I took my pregame nap, and got up. As soon as I got up, I started preparing for the game a little bit, and then I put the film down. Then I started watching Frank Sinatra documentary. I finished that first episode, and then I got dressed and came to the arena, started to prepare for the game. So normal game day routine for me, probably besides the documentary, but I had a little bit more time because it was an 8 o'clock game, so I got an opportunity to watch the Sinatra doc for a little bit.
Kyle?
LeBron, at the end of the third quarter, you missed a shot, and it looked like you were having an interaction with somebody on the sideline across from the Cleveland bench. I was wondering who that was, if that's someone you know, and if that added a little fuel to the fire, having someone sitting there live.
There's someone I know for sure. Felt like he was just a little bit too excited about seeing me miss, and so that's what happened.
Anything else on that, or he knows who he is, or?
Yeah, I know who he is. He's part of the front office group. But he was really excited about me missing, that shot a little bit more extra than I would have liked. But he got a root for his team, obviously, and he was, he showcased that. So, I knew I had another quarter. And the fourth quarter is my favorite.
Jason Lloyd?
Wow, so many ways to go after that one. But this has happened twice now where you leave and they have to put the wheels back on the organization and they rebuild this thing over a couple of years. Do you pay closer attention to them than you do any of the other teams just because it's hometown? Or are they just 1-29 aside on the nights when you're not playing them? Do you watch them at all during the season?
Yeah, I still watch them because I still got a couple teammates on the team, and then like a little brother of mine is on the team as well, and Darius Garland. Obviously, Kev is still here. You know, Jetty is one of my. Obviously, you guys know my relationship with Jetty. I love that kid so much. You know, I got an opportunity to play with Larry Jr. as well. And then the staff. You know, besides, you know, I didn't play for for Coach JB, but you know, a lot of their staff members are still over there as well that I spent a lot of years with. And probably, I call him the greatest equipment guy in the world. You know, Mark Cashman, aka Cobra. He's phenomenal. Love that guy. So you know, I do play. You know, I always pay close attention to what's going on, and you know, I think you know, JB has done a hell of a job, and you know, they've been drafting well and made a couple of trades, but you know, you could tell that team is improving. They got some young guards that's you know, very dynamic, and Colin and Darius, and you know, the rest of it they can build around. So you know, got some very young pieces that they can you know put their future behind. So we'll see what happens.
Can you give us the initials?
Of who? Of
the front office guy.
No.
Can you give us one of the initials?
I ain't gonna oust him like that. I
had to try.
The good thing for him, I only come here once, so it's all good. Once a year.
Thanks.
Let's go to Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, LeBron, sorry that for a non-basketball question, but I just want to ask you about the Tangier project, and is this just one step in the vision? I mean, are there still, you know, is there more to come?
Well, I mean, obviously this is a huge project for us. And us taking this building over, such a prestige building, such a monumental building in our hometown of Akron, Ohio. First of all, we even thank, you know, everyone that's been a part of this, of allowing us to take that over and do what we want to do to it. But it's just about continuing to change lives and empower families and empower kids, and you know, give them a support system that they once believed that wasn't there. So for us to be able to take over this building, and we're going to outfit it with so many different you know, avenues for us to continue to build our families, continue to build our legacy through our kids and through our families. And this is just another step in the right direction. And there will be more to come, you know, but, you know, we want to make sure we get this right, as we've done some things, you know, that we have right now. We want to continue to build off of this and then go from there.
Did it hurt a little bit that you couldn't stop by there?
Big time. Absolutely. I miss my kids.
Last two, Chris Fedor.
Hey, LeBron, good to see you again. Obviously, you've done the homecoming, the return thing, but when you come back to Cleveland at this point in your career, do you still get those added emotions because of everything that goes into it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been in the league 18 years, and I spent 11 years out of that here. 7 and then 4. And to know what happened before I got here in 2003, to see the franchise and to see, you know, the type of conditions it was in, for us to just build and build and build and build and build all the way to 2016 till we was able to deliver a championship to this city, to this franchise. And it's something I will always, you know, remember. It's a lot of things that you're going to forget throughout your life. Because of old age, or, you know, the moment wasn't as great, or, you know, you've had so many other great moments. But the moment that I spent here and the championship that we had in 16, and the, you know, me being drafted here, those are just moments I will never forget. So I would be unhuman, even though you guys probably think I am unhuman the way I play the game, but emotionally, you know, it's still there always.
And then was there something that said front office member said to you that really struck a nerve?
No, he didn't say a word. I told you, he was just a little bit too excited about me missing that shot. It's a million cameras in these arenas. Y'all just gotta find a clip to see how excited he was when I missed. I didn't take it well.
Last question, Rachel Nichols.
LeBron, you have stretches of regular seasons over the years where you've worked on different things. I remember one year in Miami where you were very focused on your efficiency, right, for the whole month and different things like that. What are you focusing on in your game right now? What are you tinkering with or working to get better?
You know, right now it's all about rhythm, and continue to work on my conditioning. Obviously, after the short off season, I didn't get an opportunity to really dive into the lab like I've grown accustomed to over my career. I can break down a lot of film and then break down areas where I know I need to get better at. I didn't have much time, obviously, because of the quick restart. I didn't have much time to do that. So, working myself back into to rhythm, working myself back into, the best condition I can be in for long haul is what I'm really thinking about right now. And also just keeping my mind sharp. It's very challenging, when you do what we did in the bubble and then, come right back to it, 61 or 71 days later, 71 days, I think it was something like that. It was just, you didn't even get an opportunity to kind of like let your mind I couldn't even just like relax or just let my mind just go elsewhere. In the back of my mind, once they set that date for December 1st, my mind was already had to think about basketball. So, just keeping my mind sharp. That's the most important.